Fall is falling. Getting close to Halloween. Y'all want to see something kind of spooky? I found something near here, a little south of a town called Linden, that kind of fits the Halloween spooky theme a little bit. We're gonna head there now. We have made it out here to the haunted Lacy's Bridge. And let me tell you, it's kind of creepy. The legend has it that way back in the 1800s, this was a wooden bridge, and a girl was either thrown off of it or hung from it or murdered or driven off by a car or something with her baby, and it's haunted. And if you drop a rose into the water, you're supposed to be able to hear her crying. Or if you spray paint anything, and I'm doing neither one of those things. I'm not going to drop a rose in the water or spray paint. But here we go. This bridge is creepy looking. It's way out here. Pretty good drive. You can't go over probably 25, 30 miles an hour on this road unless you're in a four-wheel drive. But anyway, let's take a look at it. I've got Paula and Lisa with me, and Lisa is showing me a hole in the bridge. Oh, there are. Maybe there was a gate of some kind on this bridge at one time. Anyway, I'm going to walk down this bridge. If y'all hear a baby crying or a woman screaming, let me know. And Lisa, don't you dare scare me. It's not really that scary. But it is, it's way up here. It's a little higher up than I thought it was going to be. There aren't a lot of pictures of this online. I did find one picture of the original wooden bridge, I think. So if I can find that again online, I'll put it up here. But yeah, it's supposed to be the late 1800s, maybe early 1900s. Some sort of a terrible tragedy happened on this bridge. And I'll tell you, it's kind of funny because everywhere I've lived, I grew up in Iowa and I lived in Missouri for a while, and everywhere, that's pretty. Everywhere I've lived has had this haunted bridge legend of a girl who died and sometimes can be seen walking the bridge, or you can hear her crying. It's kind of funny how things like that, it's all part of our American psyche, I guess, that we all have that thing, you know? And it's kind of funny how it spreads around. But that doesn't mean I doubt it. I think things like that could be real. Is that a giant? I think there's a giant tire out there. Kind of wild. It is a rainy, somewhat spooky day, so that helps the mood a little bit. But yeah, this is it. This is what they call Lacy's Bridge here, south of Linden, Texas. Linden is the home of Don Henley, so I'm sure Don Henley at some point in his teenage years came out here. Almost everybody does. It's kind of a rite of passage in these parts. But it's definitely a lot bigger bridge than I thought, and it's got a lot of graffiti on it. Lots and lots. Pretty neat. So far, no haunted sounds or babies crying. Of course, maybe I should have brought a rose with me to throw in the water, because that's what they say happens. You throw a rose in the water and you hear either her screaming or crying or the baby crying. This is a pretty nice little Halloween trip to take, though. It is definitely a little bit of a drive out here. It's only about 8 miles down this road, but that 8 miles takes you probably 30 minutes or 35 minutes, because it's not a great road. It's paved all the way, which is nice, but not a super good road to be on. Okay, I've walked the length of it. I haven't heard anything yet. Speak from the heart. I wonder if that's directed at me specifically right now. Somebody put "Stop the Violence" down there. Or Lisa and Paula. I brought Paula with me because the first video I ever did at a cemetery, she freaked out for no reason, and she doesn't do that sort of thing. But she seems pretty calm about this bridge, so maybe if it were nighttime, she would be a little more freaked out. But she's definitely having no problem walking along this bridge. Man, anybody from the 90s in high school remembers that? Drawing that on their notebook, huh? A misspelled Lacy's Bridge. Lasey apostrophe S. Maybe that's how you spell it. Maybe we're wrong and they're right.
Could be. I don't know.
You never know. Of course, there's beer cans out here. Gabby, I think Gabby painted her name a lot out here. I've seen several Gabbies. Oh boy. There's Gabrielle. If you do come out here, there's nowhere to really park, so you have to just kind of leave your car on the side of the road, which is one reason I'm not going to stay around too long. But I hear no baby crying. It's just kind of peaceful and nice out here, actually. Very quiet. Definitely a long drop down there, though. If you fell off this bridge, you would pretty neat. You can find a little bit about the legend of this bridge online, but there's not a ton of stuff about it. I'm sure a lot of people who live around here could comment if you've been here or if you know any more than I do. Those holes, I don't know if you can see this, but they go all the way to the water. Kind of neat. Like I said, where I grew up, there's a bridge south of Des Moines that is supposedly haunted in the same way. And then in Missouri, where I live, there are these swinging bridges that you can still go to, and they're very scary to drive across. But they had a similar sort of thing. Look at the view behind me there. Not bad. Not bad at all. It's a better view than looking at my face. So, but yeah, it's pretty neat. It's a good drive out here. Not too scary. I imagine at night it would be really frightening out here, because you wouldn't be able to see anything hardly except for darkness and fog. Today, being such a rainy, foggy day, it kind of has a vibe. It's got a spooky vibe. I think the graffiti on the bridge kind of makes it a little spookier for some reason. So there's an old mattress out there. See it down there? That's a little spooky too. What do you think, Paula? Is it haunted? She's definitely checking it out. No? Not haunted?
No, we're going this way. This way, come on.
There's all kinds of trash and stuff down there. It's probably been washed here by the waters when it floods out here. All right, that's going to do it for us from the Lacy's Bridge here south of Linden, Texas. I heard no scary stuff. Of course, I didn't bring a rose to throw in the water. All I know is it's kind of nice. The graffiti's a little creepy. It adds an air. And I'll bet you if you came out here at night, which I wouldn't recommend doing because it's kind of dark and scary, you might have a little more fear. But the bridge is long. It's a good sized bridge, and it's kind of pretty. It's kind of a nice little visit, nice little drive, and for Halloween. And I'm gonna getting back into shooting some videos. I've been out of it. The summer here was extremely hot this year. Extremely hot. Like so hot my equipment would just shut down in the heat. So I either would have had to travel somewhere cooler to shoot videos or just kind of take a break. So I took a little break. We've had some stuff happen in our lives and had to get a new car, an emergency surgery on my part. So a lot of stuff is gone. But I'm going to get back in the swing of this now, still playing music and doing this and everything else. So like I always say, costs nothing to be nice, be good to each other, go out and do creepy, scary stuff around Halloween with the people you love, because that's what life's all about. Ramblin' Ted, out.